coat tonight, sorry.
I thought you did that on purpose.
The coat that I grab every morning because it's the biggest one I have and it's the easiest to put on over jackets. But I was thinking about going, but it'll depend on how my day goes tomorrow and whether or not. Fine, right?
Yeah. How far is that from Denver? 45, 30?
Yeah. Basketball season ended. They're ready for it.
Wapsie beat them, and we beat Wapsie twice.
Which is just confounding and bizarre.
Then they beat Dyke by 4 points on
At the 50.
Which
47 to
I
51.
just love it when Dyke, I love it when Dyke loses and I love it when AP loses.
You're on camera.
I was just saying.
Okay.
I think a lot of AP or Dyke residents are watching this.
Again, it's not like I have.
Every time I come in here. You'll pick them back up.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God. So please put their mics on. I'll roll the council.
Denny Bell,
Here.
Curtis Shares,
Here.
David Bishop,
Here.
Craig Ray,
Here.
Todd Rolfson.
A quorum tonight. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda? Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Motion passes. We have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call vote?
Bell,
Yes.
Shares,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes. Then we have a public hearing adopting the maximum property tax dollars for fiscal year 2022-2023. Need a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Have we had any oral or written objections filed?
We have not.
And I'll open the floor to the public. If you would like to address the council at this time, please go to the podium and state your name and address.
My name's Carol Hackwell, 2447 7th Street. What is our rate going to be?
Total levy rate, 14.43 at this point. Last year was 14.44.
Thanks, Colby.
Yep.
Anyone else like to address the council? Have a motion to close the public hearing? Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Public hearing's closed. We have a motion for the resolution adopting maximum property tax dollars for fiscal year 2022-2023.
So moved.
Discussion? I'd just like to make note that this is only a portion of the levy. We'll set the public hearing date for the actual budget at the end of this meeting, and that'll have the full levy rate on it. This is,
It does not include the library levy or the debt service levy. Remember the two that it's missing out of here.
discussion? Roll call vote?
Shares,
Yes.
Bell,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
That resolution passes. And we have the public hearing on the authorization of a loan and disbursement agreement and the issuance of notes not to evidence the obligation of the city thereunder. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Oral written objections?
I have not.
Would anyone like to address the council? The motion to close the public hearing? Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. This is a loan for the wastewater treatment plant. Motion to approve that resolution? Any discussion? Call vote?
Wright,
Yes.
Bishop, Shares,
Yes.
Bell.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Next on the agenda, we have an engagement agreement for bond counsel from Ehlers and Cooney. That's for $13,600. That's for the of this loan. discussion? Roll call vote?
Shares,
Yes.
Bell,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Bishop.
Motion passes. Then we have a public hearing on the authorization of the loan agreement and the issuance of notes to evidence the obligation of the city thereunder. Motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Motion to open the public hearing passed. Have we had any oral or written objections on this?
I have none.
Then I'll open the floor to the public. If you'd like to address the council, please go to the podium.
A little concerned about the one going in on North Street. When I first started reading all this, I missed the public, or the hearing that you guys had back in December, because I haven't been here, but, that seems, and all this is going to put in is a storm sewer out there. Where's it gonna connect to, and where's it going to run to? And I wish Mike was here, because I wanted to talk to him, but I haven't been able to talk to him. And I understand it's gonna go from Main Street down to the golf course, down to the creek. Is that where it's gonna drain to? Does anybody know? It will? Okay. And the driveways you're talking about is the one for the school parking lot, which I'm assuming is going to be concrete then? And the one for First Street? And the other one is for the golf course? Is there another one in there?
There's potentially three for the school. I think there's a farm driveway there too, maybe.
We have the high school parking lot, the one that turns in,
Right.
and then also.
Oh, the
bus-
one, oh, right there by the football field. Okay, I was trying to think of where the other one was.
One by the water tower.
Barn two, I thought they all went in the same one. Okay, okay. I just thought that was an awful lot of money, if that's all we're doing is just putting in a storm sewer over there. I was under the assumption it was going to do the road and everything, but it's just a storm sewer on the south side of the road, the south side of North Street. That's all it is.
That's all we're borrowing for at this time.
Okay. What are you draining? What are we draining from? Where's the water coming from? Off the school grounds? Because they put tile in up there when they did their parking lot up there. They put tile on the south side. I don't know how big the tile are, but that guy told me that when they were doing it, that it was all going to drain to the west. And I said, I don't think so. And it doesn't drain to the west. It drains down to the south to that culvert that's right there by the school driveway. So I'm wondering what this storm sewer is going to handle, unless they're thinking about development along there somewhere.
Some of the
Curb and
student
gutter.
parking lot goes to the north. And then the ground up by the water tower drains to the north. Plus
Wasn't-
what falls
To
on the
the,
street.
to the west?
Wasn't he putting a curve in there? I think it's gonna be a curb and gutter all the way down.
Right, it's gonna take street drainage too,
Yeah.
Off of North Street,
yes.
for as bad as it is, and then they'll have to tear up the curb again when they do the street?
This is prepping for that,
Oh, okay.
so that when we do the paving, then we'll have curb and gutter and storm sewer intakes.
Okay. Thought that. And I'm trying to find out, where are you going to connect the new water main on the east side? Where are you gonna connect it to? I tried to follow the drawing for Eighth, 10th, Young, and Eighth. When the new water main's going in,
That'll connect up on Ainsworth. Eighth and Ainsworth.
Eighth and Ainsworth? Okay. Will there be enough water pressure to handle if it's gonna split off? Or will it be better?
It'll be better, it's just a 4-inch main now. Some of them are on like a 2-inch main up by Ainsworth.
Young Street, I know those are old.
Yeah.
They've been in there a long time. And then you're gonna go underneath the railroad track and go south.
Yeah.
Okay.
To Douglas.
Okay. Well, you've cleared up a lot of questions. I think right now is kind of a bad time to be doing it with light bills being so high and the economy, well, the economy isn't there, but our cost of living has gone up so much. And I don't know what kind of a rate do we get on these kind of loans? Or borrowing this money or using it or whatever.
2%, but rates are starting to creep up now.
Yeah,
so.
they are. Real estate rate is going up out of sight again. I wondered if that was factoring into you guys' decision to go ahead and do this stuff. So. Find it, Denny?
No, I haven't yet. It's in here.
Okay,
I looked at it, I just don't remember what it was.
all right, thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else like to address the council? Motion to close the public hearing? Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Public hearing is closed. Do we have a motion to approve the resolution instituting proceedings to take additional action for the issuance of not to exceed $1.4 million general obligation capital loan notes? Discussion?
Can I say one thing? I just found it. I didn't realize I had it in here with me, but interest rate, the estimated interest rate is 2%. Realize I had it, but, sorry.
Any other discussion? A roll call vote?
Bell,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Shares,
Yes.
Bishop.
Resolution passes. And we have a resolution authorizing the issuance of $1,360,000 general obligation capital loan notes, series 2022, and levying a tax for the payment thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Call vote?
Bishop,
Yes.
Shares,
Yes.
Bell,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
The resolution passes. Would anyone like to address the council for citizens' input? Move on to departmental reports. Any questions from the council? Does have anything to add?
Here on your report, you've got officers and how many stops and stuff that they do. And you only have 3 of you. You missed it. No, I just,
I
yeah,
have,
that
I
was
have
fine.
one with that off.
Overachieving or something.
Right.
That was my concern.
No, I'll get one out.
I had a lot of speeders in the last month. I've said this before. I just don't see it. 52 and 9. Yeah, right, yeah, you're right, yep. Yeah, so,
And that's at least 9
at faze me, I just can't. Low, cause I don't, maybe I'm driving too fast, it doesn't seem like anybody else is driving
You're
too
not gonna
fast.
stop. You're obviously doing something right.
Well, I don't know. Think that helps?
I do.
It's phenomenal, but, man, I should be.
Anything else on departmental reports? We'll move on to new business. We have Lisa Kramer from Buchanan County Economic Development Commission.
I just want to give a quick review of some of the things that we've worked on over the last year with our annual report. Also, to go over our labor shed just briefly, and then just some of the things coming up. So, we did just get our labor shed in December, so this is the most recent labor shed. They update it every 2 years, and just some highlights of it. It talks about how many are willing to, how many are currently coming into the Buchanan County area to work, how many are leaving the Buchanan County area to work, and then how many in general are willing to come to this area to work within our labor shed. And that's on the front, that's over 34,000 people are willing to travel here if need be, and hopefully move here too. So we have our estimated labor shed population area is that almost 250,000. So we have a large area that we can draw from. Also, some of these things, some of this information, this is just an overview on our website. We do have more detailed information on several other areas such as skilled labor, goes into more detail, it has a report for that. So if you want to dive deeper into this, you can go to our website and you can find all of this information. It goes into wages, et cetera. Are there any questions as you review the labor shed for Buchanan County? So I'll briefly just hit on a couple of things coming up. On March 10th, we sent out an email. We do have a lunch and learn coming up March 10th. It will be held at Heartland Agribition Center. The topic is time management. We've had a great group of people already. We've got 30 participants, so we're open to as many as want to come. Being investors in Buchanan County Economic Development, that is something that we do offer some free tickets to our events such as this, and that's available to you guys as investors with your community of Jessup. And let's see, that is something that we work together with Buchanan County Extension Service and the Independence Area Chamber of Commerce. We feel it's more important to collaborate rather than trying to duplicate. That way we're able to put on some really quality programs. So that's been really good. This is the second year that we've done this, and I think we've just improved with the programs that we are offering. So also upcoming on March 30th, we do have a planned career fair at CoWork 591. We're just getting the details settled with that, and we're gonna really start publicizing that heavily. With the size of the center, it's gonna be about 10 businesses or industries that we're gonna have there. So we're just gonna kind of see how a smaller scale job fair will work, and hopefully we'll get a lot of people there. So we're gonna really market it to the students in the county, as well as obviously individuals. So those, and then on April 14th, we will have another Lunch and Learn coming up, and that's more of a team building type of workshop. So that will be open. You can come as an individual, or you can have a group of 2, 3, 4 people that you want to do some team building exercises with. And this is going to be put on by the Innovation Lab, which is located in Independence. They are a branch that comes out of Dubuque. They're located in several smaller communities as well, and Independence is one of them. They're very good at what they do. They work a lot with John Deere, other much larger businesses as well as small businesses. So we're excited to see what Eric can do that day on April 14th. So just quick review. We work with Cedar Valley Regional Partnership. We have our regional job board that's available to any business or industry. And that's something that goes out to, not only is on our county website, it's on all 5 additional county websites, as well as on Live the Valley, which is a regional marketing tool for our area. That's been really a great opportunity to promote our county and our region. It has cost of living calculator, and it highlights all the really cool things we have within our region, including Buchanan County. We have our revolving loan fund. We did in May a regional wage and benefit study that I know our industries found very helpful. They were able to gauge where they were at. With everything changing with COVID, things rapidly changing, I know one industry said, hey, we're doing really well. And then there are some other industries that thought, well, I think we're gonna do some changes with our cost differential, our wages, our benefits. And then others felt they were right on target. So it was really a good opportunity for them. And that's something we did through our Cedar Valley Regional Partnership. We did apply for workforce housing last year. We missed it just barely. It would be a 48-unit apartment housing. And it would be located by the 4 housing apartments along Highway 20 in Independence. This is being worked on by a developer and an industry owner. The idea is to get people to be able to come into Buchanan County, kind of get them to locate in this area, be a starter type of thing for workforce, and then hopefully they're gonna get settled and find someplace within the county to branch out and raise a family. So hopefully we are probably most likely going to be doing that again this year, so we'll see if we're able to pull that one off this year. So again, I talked about the labor shed study. I continue to work with all of our businesses and industries, try to do a visit at least once a year, if not more. We did have some major expansion within the county. Priest Enterprises added a 100,000 square foot building. So in the last 3 to 4 years, they have doubled their footprint, and they have invested over $40 million within the county. So that's exciting to see that growth within our county, especially during COVID. So, and we've seen that throughout the county. I would say 95% of the industries either grew, stayed the same. Some had some struggles, but they're coming back gangbusters as well. So it's good to see our county is really holding up well and doing well. We worked a lot with grants, writing grants, assisting with grants. One of the grants, childcare, is something obviously that's very important. The group here has done a tremendous job working on their child care program for the right, I'm trying to think of the, I need to read it, the LLC, the Right Kids.
Right
and
place, child.
The Right Place, yes. Of course it can't come off my tongue when I'm standing here. But they've done a tremendous job, and they were able to write a grant for $250,000 to help really jumpstart that child care facility here. So hopefully we'll see that to fruition. And also, Fairbank was able to write a grant as well. And I worked with them as well, and they received almost $500,000. So they'll be adding 32 spots and expanding their Little Island child care facility. Some of the grants that we also worked on, Catalyst Grant for Independence received a Catalyst Grant for their Kings Hall. That's where, to help bring in the Brick Kitchen, if you're familiar with that store. They went in last year, May. They've done very well. So the Catalyst will help them with the remodeling of the inside, some working also on remodeling the outside of it and just helping that business to really flourish. And then Circle 8 Cyclery is in there as well. But that was an existing business that was able to expand, so that's really exciting. We also applied for an upper story grant for the Hardware Hank in the downtown there. That one we'll know next month if we received. And also we worked with them on CDBG facade grants. That they received grants over, the grants from the state would be at $1 million to help restore and refurbish downtown businesses. So with that, 50% is provided by state, 25% is provided by the city, and 25% is provided by the building owner. Buchanan County tourism is an extremely important part of economic development, and we're excited. I know you've probably already heard this, but if you haven't, a couple weeks ago, the supervisors decided that they were going to fund a full-time position for Buchanan County Tourism for 3 years. So, and that will be at a rate of $55,000 per year. So we've worked extensively with tourism. This is just, I hope, the shot that they need to really promote our county and really help put some focus on all of our communities and the things that we have to offer here. So I'm really excited to see that. Social media, we hired Molly Hocken as our communications manager, and she's done a wonderful job. She created this for us. She has been marketing and promoting all of our communities, all of the events throughout the county. She's just done a tremendous job getting the word out there about Buchanan County, about our industries, and about our organization. Okay, any questions? There's more in there that you can review yourself, and do you have any questions on what I did go through? All right, thank you.
How's the new radios going? I'm hearing things that maybe that's not real good. Who is they?
I asked. I was told fire has a permit.
My concern, and the reason I brought it up is, we pay them a lot of money every year, and we have no input into what goes on. People aren't happy. We need to talk to
They,
somebody.
they do have a board that oversees that.
Who's on the board?
I am,
You are?
yeah.
Has it been brought up? I didn't know you were on the board.
No, well, nobody's come to me and said there were problems with it.
Oh, well, there's problems with
Okay.
it. I didn't, honestly, I didn't know that.
It was E91, I think is the one that probably oversees that. Emergency management. You're both on the same night, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was hoping Andy was here, and then I was gonna ask him, I knew there was something else I wanted to ask him. Huh? Yeah, they're having issues too.
Sheriff is over. We'll move on to change order number 1 for the drainage ditch improvements project. $15,546.40. A motion to approve the change order. Got a second? Any discussion? Full vote?
Shares?
Motion passes. We have a resolution approving payment for drainage ditch improvements project. It's for $32,948.66. Have a motion for the resolution. A second,
I'll second.
discussion? Roll call vote?
Bishop,
Resolution passes. I would recommend Steve Schmidt for appointment to the Planning and Zoning Commission.
So moved.
Discussion? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed signify by saying no. Motion passes. We have disposal of police department handguns. You wanna explain this? Briefly?
Sure. Well, yeah, I think I put as much in there as I could for, in the memo, so as long as everybody had a chance to, take a look at that memo. I mean, basically what it is when we do a trade on our guns, we've always done this, Keesler's out of Indiana, and they have a trade program. Basically, they give us $250 for our old guns, and then we pay the difference of a new gun. The only problem with that is usually it works out fine. Glock has been really good, hasn't raised their prices in a long time, but they, the ones that the officers don't buy, because the officers have an opportunity to buy those guns that they've been carrying. But the ones that don't get bought, we have to pack them up, break them down, pack them up, ship them off to Indiana. What I'm proposing is just keeping it local and having one of our local firearms dealers purchase those guns from us for that same rate, sell them back to the officers that want them at that same rate. And, just keeps everything easier and local, so. Everybody's doing it. Well, yeah.
I'd like to have a little more detail on
Well, that's the nice thing about the ammo that they're producing now, is they put a lot into the ammo as opposed to the size of the round. It's what the round does. The 9mm has proven to be easier to shoot, more accurate. They carry more rounds, and they're a lighter gun. So, and there's no overall expense to switching over. The holsters, everything matches up, switching over. And Blackhawk County, I think like I said in the memo, maybe I didn't, I guess I don't know for sure, but Blackhawk County is who we train with for firearms, and they've done the switch to 9. They actually did a couple years ago. So it's kind of a pain when we go in and do our drills with them, and we're digging through their old dummy rounds so we can put some in our 40 calibers. So, and that's the trend. States going to 9mm. I have a feeling that within the next 5 years, everybody will be, municipalities, state counties, everybody will be 9mm. It's kind of the trend right now. And the ammunition is cheaper too, yes. So, lots to it. Doesn't have the stopping power of a 40 or a 45 or a 410 or 12 gauge, but yeah, they're still very effective.
Motion to sell the used handguns to Cedar Valley Firearms for $1,250.
So moved.
Discussion? Be a roll call vote?
Bishop, Wright,
Yes.
Bell,
Motion passes. And we have a COVID-19 exposure and illness policy. We took off paid sick leave, but it just says what an employee should do if they would have COVID. Prepared by Lynch Dallas, same one that did our first one.
Well,
Uh,
exposure,
and-
not just related to COVID, is what.
That's what the
But
title
it's-
says, but it. Well, I think like the symptoms would pertain mostly to
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
Need a second?
Mhm.
You have a second? Discussion. Be a roll call vote?
Shares?
Motion passes. We have amendment to the ambulance bylaws. Changes that were in the council packet. Last page.
Change in this. Basically for, to do like the video stuff, that, guess I was a little bit confused exactly what we're doing. I read it 3 times and it just wasn't sinking in. Yeah.
Make sure that there's a limit to.
$10 was not in the bylaws prior to this. But was it, right, but was it part of the bylaws? Did it say in the bylaws $10 per meeting? I didn't think it did, I guess was like, what I was questioning. Yes, that part didn't change. Oh.
What I was looking at, go ahead. I just looked at it as, you know, if all 22 members do 30 of them at $10 a pop,
motion to approve the two amendments to the ambulance bylaws. Roll call vote?
Shares? Bishop?
Yes.
Motion passes. And I need a motion to set the public hearing date for the 2022-2023 budget for March 21st, 2022.
What's the date? Yeah.
The regular council meeting, Monday, yeah.
Next Monday?
No, third Monday of the month.
March 21st.
Okay, because I may not be here next Monday, that's why I questioned. Probably will, but I possibly won't.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Alright.
All those opposed signify by saying no. Motion passes. We have a motion to adjourn. Discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Adjourned at 7:49.